Hello and welcome to your August 1st, 2014, Friday Daily Horoscope by Nicholas. Um, Basically, today's Friday, so the planet of the day is Venus. And Venus, I'm just going to be honest with you, I do these videos every day, and the benefit of doing them is it bludgeons me with the actions I need to take, the stuff I need to practice, or the things I could integrate in my life a little bit better. And Venus is a quality I can do better. I mean, last week I got a haircut. Here we are a week later. I'm already at a loss at what I should do, but the more I think about it, I mean, sometimes you can approach it from different levels. So for a long time, I've been committing to purchasing a Dana Gerhardt. She's an astrologer, and she has a website. I think it's Moon Circles. If you can Google Moon Circles and look for Dana Gerhardt, you'll find that she has these reports, and I've done her moon circle report, which I highly recommend if you're interested in the astrology of the moon in a personal way for yourself and you have your birth time. I don't know, I don't know the prices, I can't quote that. I'm not in any type of professional relationship with Dana, so I don't know, but I do highly recommend it. I do recommend you go to her website. If you're interested in the moon, it was powerful. She also has a Venus report that I'm very, very interested in. So maybe I can approach Venus in an intellectual way. Today's Friday, and I'm recording this on a Friday, and I'm giving you this information, and I'm lost at what I need to do for my Venus. Maybe I need to understand her in an intellectual way and talk to her and read about her. I mean, as silly as that sounds. And it'll help me align with her and learn the actions I can take. If I learn about my Venus better, I can help you with yours. So I'm trying to get out of the habit of talking about things before I do them. I want to be in the habit of doing them. So literally after I do my next set of videos, I'm going to stop and I'm going to log on to Dana's website. I'm going to buy her damn report. And like I said, I'm in no cahoots with Dana. I mean, I've just had a good experience from her Moon Circles reports. So I'm interested to see how this one is. I cannot attest to how great the Venuses are not. So just that little caveat. But today what's going on is, we had the new moon last Saturday with, that's when the moon and the sun are conjunct. You get a new moon. And so now the moon's making a sextile. So you've got to understand the evolution of your moon and how the moon plays out in your daily life and the rhythms of it. So if you set your intentions and you actually have this new moon ritual that I highly recommend, you make your 10 wishes on the new moon, and you see how they go till the end of the month, till the next new moon. Basically, the first sextile part of the story is, it's kind of a lucky energy. It's kind of like you have the vitality and the gumption and the wherewithal, and you're actually making some progress. You're learning the things you need to learn. You're making the contacts you need to make. It's sort of like, if let's say your new moon wish was that you're going to do this art project. At a sextile, if you've actually been really intentful on making this happen, maybe you luckily get the supply that you need, or you luckily meet somebody who gives you that piece of information you were lacking for your art. Now you know the technique, and now you can go pursue it. There should be kind of a lucky break or an easygoing break. It's something that you'll notice because, like I said, a sextile is like the fire, in Leo, is making a sextile to the moon in an air sign. So you're essentially getting two different modalities going on here. You're getting fire energy and air energy coming together to actually form this very, very helpful, beneficial relationship. So think about your moon. Think about the intentions you made on the new moon, and think about what this sextile represents to your life right now. Is there somebody opening up the opportunity, or giving you that skill, or giving you that supply? Is there some way you need to spend your time to make this happen? So just be aware of that today. The other aspects that are going on, now it's time to bring up the fact, because Venus is now at 16 degrees Cancer. At least at 9 Pacific Daylight Time, Venus is in Beverly Hills, California, at 8 a.m. Sorry, not 9, 8 a.m. Venus is at 16 degrees of Cancer, and Saturn's at 16 degrees of Scorpio, and Chiron's at 16 degrees of Pisces, and this is what you call grand water trine. All these planets are aligned in such a way with absolute communication and easy flowing energy going to each other. So you have, Venus, the goddess of attraction and love, making that communication to Saturn, giving him that attraction, that law of attraction, that money, and then he's making that aspect to Chiron. So, there's the wounded healer working through the father archetype, and now conjuncting like that emotion, that Venus quality, that attraction quality, that what's going on, how can we make this better quality, how can we align quality, that I don't know, Venus is just a little bit more tender, so it's kind of a strange setup to have Venus with Saturn trining there. It's definitely about relationships and how you structure relationships, and I think because it's because Venus is about those relationships and that attraction. When you get that with Saturn, it's about that structure, and then when you bring that with Chiron, it's about that healing. So it's basically creating a safe environment for these planets to communicate and heal. And what also is happening today is Venus is making that square to Uranus, and Uranus is that out-of-the-box thinker, out-of-that-box feeler, so it could be that sporadic, crazy lover. It could be that crazy, beautiful person that just goes out and sleeps with somebody on a whim, does something crazy. That kind of energy is going out. That kind of freak flag is flying for that attractive, kinetic, experience, So these people, though, because Venus is involved with this square, it's like these people aren't doing it in a malicious, dark way. That's sort of the difference. It's just sort of like, let's just have fun, let's be joyous, let's connect, and the spontaneity will come out of it, and that's how it kind of evolves. So just look for that on this Friday. Like I said, Friday is a great day to connect with your Venus, and there's a lot of Venetian energy going on. So look in your chart, look for any planets that you have at 16 degrees in your chart, and see how any of these things are aspecting you and how they're going to play out for you. If you get Venus square Uranus and you have like some other planet at 16 degrees and it's making a T-square in your chart, how does that energy facilitate that creative, outside the box lover and thinker? Or even, Venus is about money and the law of attraction, so do you get that grandiose idea on how to make that new business move? All those energies are open to that today. The planet, so it's time to get into the card of the day. Today's been, to me, like when I'm reading these tarot cards, it's sort of like this deep, watery, emotional energy that we're treading through. But with the insertion of major arcana cards in there, it is for a higher purpose. So don't downplay this week. This energy is just ramping up and ramping up and ramping up to something bigger. You've had this transformation. Now you're learning how to take this lesson that you learned from Wednesday. And then come Thursday, you're taking the lesson. Wednesday you had the lightning bolt come, the aha moment. Thursday, you're learning how to overcome that obstacle and go out and realize that you're not being locked out. And you need to be creative, and you need to share that creativity. And wow, the card for Friday is actually very surprising to me. It's control. And as you can see, it's sort of like this pyramidic person, hands on the controls, all around super structured geometric shapes and figures. So the control that's going on, this is all about not trying to control those moments. It's not trying to control that. To me, this is a step back card. So it's like the whole week we've developed through all these great transformations. And this is just a warning to not over-control what's going on with these emotions, not over-control what's going on with your feelings, not over-control what's going on with that Venetian Uranus square, and look for ways that people are trying to do that to you. You're gonna have to learn how to go with the flow in this sort of build up. So it's just like every other thing that you do in life. You always take one step forward, 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Friday can be a very, very, very potential of a 1 step back situation. So look at those stressful energies as the Chiron trining Saturn, creating a whole bunch of emotional attention, and then Venus comes in and says, I just want this to be cuddly, and it kind of just starts this battle between the love and the structure and the pain, that you just overtly control it. Use your meditation, align with your Venus, and things should be going good for today. So I hope this was helpful. My name is Nicholas. Please visit my website. It's www.nicholasdewart.com. Thank you.